YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I'm participating in something that I was nominated for by Josh from Game Hunters RS. It's a Taggin tubers, which is basically answering 3 questions to find out more about your favorite celebrities. No, I don't know. I'm not going to consider myself a celebrity here, but you know, people on YouTube that, you know, make videos and stuff like that. Things like I do. Like I do my pickup videos primarily, and you know, you don't really get to know a whole lot else about me other than that. And I usually like to keep a lot of those things like to myself. I mean, I've mentioned different aspects of my life on the channel, but I want to keep it focused on the thing that's at hand here, which is, you know, obviously video games. But I think it's also important to get to know a little bit behind the scenes about people and stuff like that. So the other part to it is you tag other people to do the same thing and answer the 3 questions, and you tag 3 tubers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nominate or tag, or whatever you'd like to call it, kingedkarl. This is a person that I met in person and really like his channel. He doesn't really put a whole lot of videos and content up lately, but still, maybe this will urge him to put up a video or 2 here. The next person is Liquid Wayno, a guy who I've met in person, done a personal trade with. He's also in my inner circle list, so there's someone else that I really think you guys should check out if you haven't checked out his channel, and I'm going to leave links to all this below as well. And then finally, DavetheNESGuy, someone who I recently found on YouTube. I don't know if recent is, I think maybe a couple months back. He's got a little bit of content up so far, but the production quality on his videos is absolutely amazing. Like, he goes and does all the editing and all this kind of beautiful stuff. So really great tuber. Go check him out as well. The first question that was asked is just coincidentally also the password to my American Express card. If you're ever trying to get into my account, you need a little bit extra cash. The question was this: what is a game that you have in your collection that you would really like to get boxed and complete? And for me, that's a no-brainer, because I just picked this game up the other day, and you guys probably already imagine what it is. It's Earthbound for the Super Nintendo. Would love to get this in the box, but of course that's probably unrealistic. Just because the box for that, you know, it's a big size box. It's got like the manual and all that kind of thing in it. It's got like a really big guide, basically like a manual. It's almost like a strategy guide almost in it. The thing's amazing. I'd really love to see all that and get my hands on it, but I know that's probably unrealistic. So something that's realistic that I'd love to get into my collection is D&D Warriors of the Eternal Sun for the Sega Genesis. I think that would be an awesome addition for my collection. I used to have it back in the day. I sold it off in my idiot move, and sold off to a, I can't remember what it was called, Game something or other, all my Sega Genesis stuff, which I really shouldn't have done. But that was one of the games that I haven't got back yet. Really want to get it back. Loved it. I've emulated it recently so I could play it. I'd really love to play it on the original hardware and stuff like that. So that's that, though. Not something that I'm willing to pay like the actual cash that it's worth right now. I'm hoping to find it out in the wild. That's really one of my goals for hunting. So that's that one right there. The second one is, what is your favorite potato chip? Now, I've tried to cut out potato chips a little bit out of my life here, for the most part, at least popular brands and stuff like that. Maybe I'll get ones that are like a little low on sodium and things like that. My wife pretty much buys all that kind of stuff, though. I've tried to cut it out a little bit because I pretty much go nuts on it. If it's sitting there, I'm always like end up snacking on it. So I've tried to kind of cut that out, but just fortunately enough, the same answer for this question is also to get into my Bank of Montreal account. So if you ever need a little bit of additional cash, or you want to rip me off or something like that, then go with this answer right here. The answer is Hickory Sticks. So if you you know, need the cash, go ahead, use that. It's Bank of Montreal. You can figure it out from there. You probably have enough information about me to do that. So that's one of my favorite, but if that does not qualify as being a chip because they are little sticks, then my original favorite kind of chip or whatever would be Doritos. I loved them for ages. I don't like all the weird flavors, Cool Ranch and all that. I just want the original straight up cheese Doritos. Love those. Those are awesome. And then finally, the favorite place that I've ever gone on vacation. I'm going to kind of modify this answer a little bit because, you know, I don't really want to go with the flow, and I want to mention a place that I would love to go back to. It wasn't really a vacation for me, although I did take vacations within the country while I was there from my job. I was actually working as a teacher over in Japan. So just by the way, if you want to get into my email, this is the hint password kind of thing for it. So just go in, and if it said just go forgot my password, it'll say what is your security question, and this is the answer. The answer is Japan. And I lived in Japan for about a year. I was teaching English there in not a school, but more like a company basically that sells English. So I was working for a company there. That company no longer exists because they had some bad money management and things like that. But while I was there, the money was fine, and I really enjoyed living in that country. I wish I was retro collecting when I lived there, because I would have gone into all those places. I did check out when I was there, like Akihabara, because I love technology and all that stuff. I loved video games, obviously, still then, but I just didn't really know what I was looking at, and I didn't really have anybody to educate me on that back then. Didn't know to check it out on YouTube. Didn't really think of it that much. I wish I had known that, because I probably could have picked up a lot of stuff there that would have been really cool to bring back, but that's the way it goes. But like I said, like I traveled to Akihabara, which, you know, if you don't know what that is, that's like technology central. Like you get off the train there, you walk out, and the whole streets are filled with like tech stores and stuff like that, just tons of stuff. I used to go there a lot because one of my other hobbies is RC cars, and there was a store in that area that sold those kind of things, so I was always there getting parts or whatnot. I just loved it. I went down to Hiroshima. I went to a variety of different places all over, toured around, really loved it during my year there. So when I had days off, I was always out doing something like that, or we'd actually had vacation time within Japan, like within my job, and I sort of clumped all my weeks together. And we also went to Seoul, Korea, so that was pretty fun as well. So that's a place I'd love to visit. I just love the people, I love the food, I love the culture, the politeness, the weird aspects of it that I just can't fully comprehend always made me laugh. So I'd love to go back there. I'd love to live there again too if I could, but the job I had was just kind of monotonous, so we had to get out of there and get back to, you know, getting on with my Canadian life kind of thing. So that's everything. So go check out all those tubers channels. Let them know if they're not watching this video that they've been nominated to do this. And thank you again for watching. I'll see you all later.